And continuing Arkham Asylum, Batman, Arkham Asylum. So it's time to continue forward in some other quite prominent locations. Like there's something interesting over here, like dolls and puppets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, a riddle from Riddler. Well, it wasn't something that a really prominent riddle, but still, riddle solved anyways. Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to do the full...
I should switch to my forensic scanner and locate the trail.
Well, seeing that there's a... Well, as there happens to be... Well, there still happen to be a trophy to be found, so... Well, she ain't there. Pamela Isley. So it's time to just fly to here and drop down, and now put the sniffer on. Oh yeah, now it's actually showing the percentages. How she's going. Well, which is a bit of a different kind of thing. But still, through here.
It's all right, my darlings. I'm here now, my poor darlings. Yes, I know he's found us, but I won't let him hurt you. I'll kill him first.
Ivy, I know Dr. Young mutated these plants to produce venom.
Yes, and I heard it through the grapevine the evil woman paid the price.
I need you to help me create an antidote.
Why should I? Let Joker have his fun. I'll enjoy watching you squirm.
You've been in the dark too long. Every plant on this island will get the same unless you cooperate.
There's a plant growing deep in Arkham Island. Only it can counter the effects of this Titan strain.
Where do I find it?
Oh, in Killer Croc's lair. You didn't think it would be easy, did you?
Go back to your cell, or I'll be after you next.
And I'll be waiting.
She is unsettling, and she most likely has some sort of, I'd say, flowery, either dirt smell, or
I need to find a way into Killer Croc's lair.
it's very sweet and rosy.
There's nothing on the
But
system
most likely
about where he's kept.
I found a door near the Batcave, but it's shut tight. There's got to be another way in. I left guard Cash in the mansion. I'll see if he can shed some light on where Croc's kept.
Play with that bitch for a few more hours. The boss isn't ready for you yet.
Yeah, let's use the...
This pipe is going through your back. What the hell is that thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Batman Call of Duty just drops those guys into the water down there.
You okay, buddy?
And him too. And a kick to the head. Very callous. But nobody ever has said that Batman isn't supposed to be a nice person. Oh yeah, Batman is not above blackmail and threats. Especially when it's a matter of complete psychopath. Someone very unhinged like Poison Ivy. I guess that she would smell either sweet, most likely like dirt or flowers. Sweet, pleasant scent. Could be easily to be said that how Poison Ivy smells like. So, but still, Batman's got a new job. Go and find. Time to get. Oh yeah, it's through that little side tunnel. And she is quite unsettling. Up. So just trying to leave through this path. But and it's usually quite interesting to see that they, when it's a matter of how powerful Poison Ivy is with her abilities, the writers usually really don't make use of that she could be way more dangerous than she's usually depicted. As in,
can we just agree I'm cleverer than you?
As in her level of what kind of damage and death she could create is absolutely way above some sort of poisonous vines which try to grab and stab things. Because plant toxins or toxins plants can produce or better say, there are very deadly substances in plants. And like for example, like manchineel, which is plant a tree, which a Spanish name means a small apple of death. And eating that fruit from that tree may very well kill you. It's poisonous, but it's not the fact that but that's not there's plenty of other plants which are deadly if you eat them. But the fact that everything in that plant is almost practically lethally dangerous. Hell, even if you would burn it down and get exposed to smoke, that smoke may blind you, because those toxins get evaporated and you really don't like to then be you really don't want to be at the receiving end of it. One Spanish conquistador was killed after being hit with a dart containing that sap of that tree, over the say, which had been smeared with sap of that tree. And that's just one plant. And then there's a so-called suicide bush or suicide tree, which has that kind of pleasant which has gotten that kind of pleasant nickname because one Australian officer decided to wipe his backside with leaves of that bush, and as a consequence he got so severe pain to his rear end that he rather kill himself than endure that kind of horrifying pain he had down there. And those are just tiny little examples. And then of course when the mushrooms are added, it becomes just so much.
Why don't you just walk over here and stop? I think he's scared.
Hey, I can yank you more until you get roasted in that. Oh. He learned to dodge. He was lucky bats didn't throw him into the electrified water to be roasted. Lucky for him. Bats is not playing nice this time.
Stay alert and don't screw up.
Man, Joker said we'd be more powerful than the bat.
He's got the form.
That man's as good as dead.
When I get it, I'm gonna rip his head off and stick it outside City Hall.
Fine. First.
Oh yeah, and another stealth encounter.
Stand a chance, not a chance.
Which in this in the first Arkham game was where you could say still quite rudimentary.
That's retards. The flying room we know is. It looks like you got your gift up there.
What are you doing?
And the guy didn't even notice that the friend up here was just yanked in the air.
Found him! Man down! Over here!
Which must have been really unpleasant encounter to face. Knockout.
Fired something in the air. It disappeared.
Yeah,
I found someone over here.
it's real fast.
What happened to you? What's going on? Oh, we're next. You hear me? Batman?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Show yourself.
Don't worry, I will show myself. I am showing myself.
Ever tell you the one about me and Batman fighting on top of the Gotham Library? Really, he's not that scary. He's nothing. Probably not even a man.
Joker's having a laugh. Well, you could easily say one thing. Joker is always having a laugh. Everything is funny to him. And that really means everything and
More
anything.
of us. We can take him.
There's just two of you left. Actually, there's just one of you left.
Man down! Man down!
Yeah, man is down. Fist to the face will solve the problem. And he had a nice face paint made. And some scar with stitches in his head. Yeah, self-mutilation seems to be quite common thing about thugs of Arkham. Or better say, Joker gang.
I won't let him hurt my babies again.
I can't believe you let poor little Ivy cry in the garden. She looks so sad.
Well, Batman knows Poison Ivy is.
I think she wants it. Ivy for nothing, do they, dear? I was hoping for a 40-foot killer plant, but you don't always get what you want, do you?
Oh, damn.
New brick, metal and paint.
So yeah. Poison Ivy's gone into... has gotten some dose of Joker's poison toxins. And so, but that was just a little. Yeah, the landscape gets quite drastic overhaul around here. Other places open up, other places don't get opened up. But in the end, once the game is actually finished and you just want to explore the Arkham Island, everything is basically open.
A different effect on Ivy. Her plants are growing. They'll soon be out of control.
Yeah. And she can do that already.
Looks like the plants are mutating further.
Oh yeah. Poisonous pollen or
That
seed
pod
pods
appears
or
to contain
something.
similar spores to the ones Ivy used to attack Gotham last year. They're deadly.
Oh yeah, but they can be taken out. Just skulk near them, and the bats can wreck them up. And they don't. They are basically something that gets sensitive if you. That if you disturb them, they get dangerous. So let me show an example. You walk close. Actually, if you move fast around them, they explode. But just using the regular stealth, crouch move, means that or maybe they don't. Apparently they don't seem to be reacting at all. Actually, they do. But that they're quite harmless in a practical gameplay sense. Just a little bit of obstacle to clear. And set piece to show that Poison Ivy is having a quite big effect around here. And they puff out gas. Or whatever, poisonous toxic pollen or seeds or whatever. Poison Ivy, very capable of causing massive amount of destruction. All by herself, if she would feels like it, which tends to be quite often and quite a lot. And not only that, she also has those spooky mind-affecting drop pollens as well, which she basically always uses on men. And she uses those men as basically just expendable cannon fodder that she can just throw at obstacles and problems she might face. But pollen's at the gas levels, ground level, so no reason to. Oh yeah. And the air is it's gone quite pinkish. So very unwise idea to go too low to the ground. Yeah. Yeah. And Batman forgot the bat gas mask. Even though I'm quite certain that those stuff Poison Ivy is producing is much nastier than some regular gases could be. So just trying to climb and find a path forward, which is over there. Up, climb. But it doesn't seem to be consistent about that layer of gas.
What the hell are these things?
Well, Poison Ivy. And Aaron Cash with hand injury.
I figured you'd be here about now. What's the deal with the plants?
It's complicated.
Let me guess. Poison Ivy. She teamed up with Joker.
All that matters is that I can stop the plants taking over the island, but...
There's always a but, isn't there?
Where do you keep Killer Croc? I found a door in the sewers, but it's sealed shut.
That monster's got his own special cell, It's right below the transfer room back in intensive treatment. Elevator goes right down to an old sewer. We just drop meat down there every day or so and try to forget about it. It's locked off. More security than the Joker. You won't get in without the warden's permission. He has the codes.
Thanks, Cash. Stay here and do not go near the plants. They'll kill you.
Well, now I know where to go. Go to Killer Croc's lair. It's not even a special cell, it's its lair. Which should tell something about how pleasant, how absolutely lovely person he is. Alright. What's the path down over here? So trying to find the path. I have to find the path, but it's a bit of I can't get through there, because if I would do, I would just drop into the gas, which would cause an annoyance. And the place is gotten quite severe amount of damage, so not much can be done like that. So it has to be over here. Oh yeah, that's how it is. Ah, damn it. Yeah, now I get through this place. Not like that. Don't breathe that toxic poison gas. It's bad for you. I don't know what kind of stuff there is, but it's most likely something you don't want to be breathing in. So it's in the intensive care where the actual time to be. There was already foreshadowing about Killer Croc, and so as to say about Killer Croc, he is a monster. And seeing that he's very much bigger, he can actually be kept contained much easier than Joker can, because well, Joker escapes. That of course always happens. Joker is up to something, but Killer Croc, well, he's predictable. Killer Croc gets loose. He starts a rampage. That's as simple as it is. But Joker, you really don't know you really can't figure out what Joker's up to just by so it's the intensive care where things should be. So it's still time to just run into there, run there. I do say that the game is about something like 2/3 to 3/4 through so far, and I do find this that the pacing of this game, Arkham Asylum, is a bit of wonky when compared to the sequel parts, which had better pacing in sense that you did stuff. There was action. So there was some sort of sequence of location that you would use, which would then end into some kind of plot element or plot or event being happening, and which of course would then mean that you could do all kinds of which would then mean that plot would get further. But in this one it's much more plodding. There doesn't feel to be that kind of big plot twists or moments. That one goes boom. So let's just take the probe free.
I thought you'd have found that 1 hour ago.
Oh yeah. Alright, so there's oh yeah, and Joker interview as well, because well, he's quite regular inhabitant of Arkham, which is not surprising at all, seeing how absolutely insane he is. But once again, talking about all the villains, I think that you could say that the wrong guy, you should have got the guy with a baton. And one guy again. But now you got the right guy. Oh, it was not into the testicles, it was right into the stomach. But still, more than painful enough. Take a kick to the head. Those guys are not impressive.
Batman, every route into intensive treatment is locked, and there's nothing I can do to bypass the security.
There was a sniper up on the roof. He got there somehow. I'll find a way.
Oh, it looks like there's still a sniper up there. So it's time to start climbing up the big building. Yeah, there's always a way. Batman of 100 sound effects is not wrong about that. There's a way in, there's a way out, or at least there was a way in or way out. So and that edge has a poise, has some spikes, so it can't be grabbed that easily. And nothing here. So it must have been something like here. Oh yeah, and there are all kinds of graffiti being splattered to the walls as well, so I wonder, is that Joker's henchman doing it, or Joker himself running around splattering graffitis, or although my guess is that it would be his henchman. Joker's too busy having plans and jobs going on instead of, well, making out all the imagery himself. That one. That one I'm gonna pop up to pieces. And that one got surprised me. But not well enough. So let's just try it. Oh yeah, it didn't work. Bit of environmental puzzle this time. Oh, that bot's history. And there was an interview tape.
Interview 17.
And it was about Joker. But this is the way. Whoop, and he didn't even spot me. Yeah, it was so much simpler than assumed. But it's time to start hunting down for Killer Croc next time. Once I get through this door. Intensive treatment, where the game began, actually. But it's time to actually end this episode right here, and I continue next time. See ya.